Welcome to Trading Lounge and the Australian Report. We'll cover the ASX and we'll look at CBA and ANZ for short trades. So with this market here, this is different from the US markets where we're looking at a different count, but it's a good idea to have a look at the S&P 500 count as well, because this market will follow the same count down here. So we've been looking for wave 3 here with an A and a B and a C for wave 4. Because this stopped at the 61.8% retracement level here, we're likely to move lower for this wave 4 here as such. Wave 4s also tend to break the previous trend line from wave 2 as well, so we can expect that to be broken. If you've got a trend line from that point to that point to that point, then that will also be breached as well. Likely, no doubt, already is, so that's not a problem. But even if you go to 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 trend line, that will be broken. That's what wave 4s do, and just expected to do that. Let's move in and take a closer look. So with wave 3 up here and with an A wave here, B wave here, and we're looking for 5 waves in this move through here, this trend line through here will be breached and expected to be breached, so we can remove that now. And we can also revisit this here too. So we'll be looking at, in a nutshell, we'll be looking at down for 1. That needs to complete first, then back for 2, 3, 4, and 5, something of this nature here, and moving up from that point. So this is already priced in, of course. When the stock market opens, it will bring it down further. We can have a look at 2 targets there, but obviously the first target's, well, 5.8, and then we'll expect a bounce. Now, this bounce is the one that we want to be focused on. Such we can day trade this, of course, but this bounce coming back up for wave 2 here, we want to catch this wave 3 down. That's the one that we really want, so don't feel like you're missing anything at this stage. So on the 1 hour chart here, it will look a little bit like this here. So we're looking for wave 1 to come down, and then an ABC bounce, and then we can look to short through that space here for that. In different ways we can look at that, but our focus will be really on this move here. But of course we can look to short. You can just, well, it's probably better off trading stocks rather, because this is already priced in. As such, the stocks will probably gap down a bit as well. So but look, that's what we're looking at. We're looking at a 5-wave structure here for that. Let's just go to the 15-minute chart here. This is how I was counting the first 5 waves down from wave B up here. Oops. From wave B. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 1, back for 2 here, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 1, and back for 2 here. I think that's correct because wave 2 is overlapping this one, so we can't call that. So it's the best count. Nice strong third of the third. So out of all of this structure here, the third of the third is the strongest here. I think that we've still got a little bit more to go down in this space here for this, a drop into here, and then down into here. And it's this ABC pattern here that we're looking for. In the bigger picture, this little area here is the 50-60% retracement level from wave A to wave B, so that could play out here for that third wave quite strongly there. But in a nutshell, if we look at the top here for this and bring it down to the 5,800 just to start here, then we can look at that particular retracement. And it doesn't have to come back to here, but we just need a sort of a starting point there for that. So this is the one that we want to build into down this way here. This is the one that we want mainly for this. So move this segment here. There's different ways we can approach this, of course. It just depends on, you know, I can put that through there like that, but it will depend on where this comes down to. Do you know what I mean? How shallow that is, and so on and so on. But the trick, whoops-a-daisy, the trick here is really we want to be able to If we get 5 waves down here, which seems to be the case, then this structure here will be a simple zigzag, 5 waves, 3 waves, and then 5 waves moving up here for this top here. So we can look to short in this box here as well, at least to build in a few short positions in there. And we want to build into this side over here, and of course there will be a bounce off the 5 8 here again for this here. So we can look to, at least we understand that, and we can look for that 61.8% here and short that space in here again. So we really need to, if we just think this out a little bit here, that let's just put this in here. We can adjust this, but it shouldn't be too far off. So just clear that here. It's just food for thought, really. So in this 50-60% retracement level here, that's where we want to short again here. So any positions that you're going to put in the market, when you think about it, really need to be above this line here. So that means that we really want to be, we really want to be getting positions, probably a very small one on the turn, a few in here, maybe some on the drop here, and then we just got to chill out. We can take a percentage here, and well, I'll put that in there. These are just ideas, of course, and it may not bounce all the way back up there either, but whatever you take out here, you need to put back in over here, and the same thing applies over here. We can find different ways to move into this particular space here as well, and there'll also be another bounce probably off here as well, another short one off here, and then down, and then this will become the retested resistance, and we can look to build in on that side as well. So we should be able to build, you should be able to build in at least half a dozen trades spread out through this little area here. So give it a bit of thought, but just be mindful today, if that you short here on this market, you really need to be out at 5.8 here for this, okay, if you're going to short that. I want to have a look at the bank. So obviously they'll probably gap down, unfortunately, but we were looking at this as an A and a B and a C here for CBA, and then an impulse wave down here, and then we were looking, this is pulled back to the 50-60% retracement level, as you know. We were looking at that on the on the hourly chart, I think. So we can pretty much put this in here for this now, because this will just drop back down into this space here. So we can just do a robo trade on that, which is just a daily robo 2 trade. So it's on the website, you can look at that. So really we just want to set a sell on stop there under that low there, or depending on what platform that you're using, which broker and so on, they've got slightly different orders. But anyway, want to get in as soon as you can for this. And of course ANZ will open first, and ANZ normally opens and then just stops and waits for the other banks to make a move at that point. So with this here, we should be able to expect, with this here, we may even make new lows down here. So that's the importance of getting in on this. Otherwise, we'll just come down to the 50-60% retracement level, which we'll just look at now from here to here. This will certainly give it some support area. It may not be the end of it. So down here at 1740 would be a target to take some profit there. And of course 18 will play out here as well. The market's going to sit there, and normally what they do is normally come down here, bounce off that here, come down here a bit, find its way here and try and get back on top here for the rally, and then drop again from that point. So that's kind of how it works around this number here, and we really want to be shorting below these below these levels here again for that. But there's a good chance that you know, if this is wave 1 up here, then this will be back for wave 2 here, and then it will move up from that point. But looking at the S&P 500, and take a look at that video, you know, we're expecting expecting it to be bearish for a little while, but this one here is a good case for taking these lows out here. So getting in here, also looking to add when the 18 becomes the retested resistance. Okay, I'll leave it at that. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.